Hello beautiful Cancer people. My name is Jessica from Prospect Park Tarot, and I'm here to deliver to you your monthly reading for the month of September 2020. This reading will basically cover any advice you need to know going through the month, the general energies of the month. If there's any upcoming news or support that I can give you guys for the month of September 2020, this is where it'll come out. Without further ado, I have no preliminary messages for you guys, so we're just going to jump right into the prayer. Cool. Thank you so much, Spirit, for using me as a vessel to transmit those messages that you believe the Cancer people should be receiving at this time. I ask for confidence, I ask for clarity, and I ask for cohesion as we embark upon this reading to give the Cancer people what they need and deserve to hear for the month of September 2020. All right, let's jump right in. The reading will begin once the first card falls. What do we have for the Cancer people? Thank you so much. So we have two cards that just came out. The first one is the Six of Wands. We're talking about attention. And the second one is the Hanged Man. So the style of this reading is it's going to be a 9-card spread looking at the past, present, future energies of the month. I will explain each card individually. Then when we have the whole spread down, I will give you guys the general synopsis, any advice that comes through, any guidance that comes through, so we can wrap it all up. Okay, let's start with the Six of Wands. So the first card we have is obviously the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about attention. It talks about recognition for work that we've done. It talks about kind of having the courage to do something and put yourself out there and be seen, whether it's posting a picture, whether it's launching some kind of project, whether it's working very hard at work. But it's this feeling of, I did this and now people see that and now people are telling me how much of a good job I've done. So since this is starting off your reading, I get the feeling of you may be wanting more recognition and wanting more attention in the month of September. Maybe you felt like, I was a little too laid back. Now I want you guys to see what I've really been working on. I want you guys to remember me almost, right? So the next card we have right after that is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man talks about a feeling of suspension. So with these two cards being the first two cards that come out, obviously we don't have the full story, but the main thing I see with these two cards is the feeling of, I want to be recognized. However, I feel like I haven't moved where I want to move quite yet. The Hanged Man talks about the need to stay still, right? The need to be still because there's a certain perspective or there's a certain strategy that we haven't adopted yet, right? So Spirit's saying, just stay right here for a second. Take your time. Do the healing that you need to do, because when it's time, you'll know. And when you know, you'll know because you'll have to sacrifice something, right? You'll have to let go of some kind of habit that you had. It could be something that you were doing was holding you back from being recognized in the way you wanted to be seen. So there's this feeling of being still until you're ready to let that thing go that's holding you back. Let's continue. Oof. What else do we have for the beautiful Cancer people for the month of September 2020? Thank you so much. So we have two more cards that came out. I love this already. We have the Sun card and we have the Ace of Wands. These two kind of give me the same vibe, but I'm going to explain them a little deeper. So with the Sun card out, I feel like September is going to be a really good month for learning new things, for understanding new things, and for seeing your reality in a new light, for seeing things clearly, and for embracing and accepting whatever comes forth to you. So this could be a new opportunity that you realize you probably always had this opportunity right in front of you, but it just took you kind of having to get your head out of some hole to realize, oh, okay, I can do this. Oh, okay, this is available to me. Also, this may talk about just going out. Maybe you've been so much of a homebody. I know a lot of us have to stay home, but maybe it's spending more time in the sun, getting that vitamin D and allowing that to affect your mood, right? Maybe it's taking some walks, but there's this feeling of you're being exposed to more things that was already there, but now it's like I can finally see it for what it is, and it's a very positive feeling that I'm getting from this card. Right after that, we have the Ace of Wands. This is new energy. This is a new energy for a project. This is new sexual energy, right? This is that feeling of passion. This is that feeling of, I want this. I desire this, and I want to go towards this. And it's like the motivation from that excitement is what's propelling you at this time. So I definitely feel like, as it pertains to receiving attention or gaining attention, It's going to come towards an opportunity that you had, but now you might just be seeing it in a new light. And that might be why you had to be suspended in this hanged man position, because it's like you're just not getting it yet, Cancer, right? You're just not seeing the potential of this thing. Or maybe you were taking care of this thing, but you find a new way to do it in a greater capacity, right? Letting go of some limiting self-belief so you can propel yourself forward even more. And I feel like that hanged man is really important for finding the sun right after, right? All right, let's continue. What is the heart of the reading for the beautiful Cancer people? Thank you so much. The heart of your reading is the Nine of Pentacles. You guys, you're saying, hey, I got something to do, okay? I got work to do. Or this could be the feeling of comfort, right? This is the feeling of, I am so grateful for everything that I have around me, and I just want to take a break, you know, and just lay in my comfortable bed, or just lay around family. But this is that feeling of, I am abundant. You know, sometimes we may feel like, oh, this is not enough, or oh, I need more. But this Nine of Pentacles card shows somebody who is resourceful, somebody who knows how to be grateful for the things that they have around them, spending more time appreciating the comforts you have in life, right? So with this being the heart of your reading, I get the feeling that the work that you've done in the previous months have kind of given you a nice cushion to lay upon, right? A feeling of comfort and relaxation, and maybe even wealth. This could also be you guys working towards something. Thank you so much. We have two more cards that came out. So the first one we have is the Page of Swords, and the second one we have is the Devil. Let's start with the Page of Swords, of course. With the Page of Swords, some of you might be going back to school. Some of you guys may be picking up a new trade, learning a new thing. But when I see the Page of Swords, you see how she has this book in her hand, and she has these light bulbs on top of her. This is somebody who is seeking some kind of knowledge, and I feel like it's coming because it falls right under the Sun card, right? I'm so sorry if I'm speaking so fast. I wouldn't know, but I'll try to speak slower. But the Page of Swords is the person who is studying, the person who's doing their homework, the person who is listening instead of talking as much. This person has found something that they're interested in, and they really want to look deeper into it, see where it can take them. And I feel like this will also come from that sun moment. This will come from spending time in the sun, right? Being outside, maybe being outside with family, maybe just being outside to sunbathe. And you have, you know, these epiphanies that come to you, great ideas that you can start working on. Or this will come from you just being around environments where you have a wealth of knowledge around you. So maybe this is a school environment, maybe this is a work environment, maybe this is your friends who know a lot of things. But this is you being exposed to new knowledge and the excitement that you have for the truth of either life in general, or a certain situation which you already had some kind of interest or passion in. So right after that, we have the Devil card. Of course, we got to have a little bit of drama, right? Anyways, the Devil card talks about our fear-based attachments. The Devil card talks about, what am I holding on to that's hurting me more than it's serving me, right? So this could be toxic friendships. This could be somebody in your family, somebody in your friend group, or maybe just the people you interact with in the media that only serve to drain this beautiful Ace of Wands energy you have. So the main thing I'm getting with this Devil card right now is protect your energy, right? Every day you wake up, imagine you're building an energetic force field around you, and imagine that you are radiating this energy away from your body. And when certain people come in contact with you, try to imagine what they're doing to that force outside of yourself, right? So if you come in contact with somebody and all they're doing is complaining, all they're doing is just saying stuff that doesn't help you better your mood, better your goals, make you a happier person, make you a healthier person, whatever the case may be. Imagine them sucking that energy out of your force field. And when you remember that, right, and when you think about that, this is that card. That's what they're talking about. This can also be activities that we partake in. What am I doing, or what am I doing too much of? What am I doing in excess? Because that will affect the energy that we put out, right? That'll affect the energy that we put out into the world, and that'll affect how much we want to be seen. And there's this feeling of, because the Six of Wands is starting off your reading, it's this feeling of, I want a little attention, right? I want somebody to recognize that I'm trying, that I'm doing well, that I'm doing really good. But we have this Devil card that's right under those two. So there's this feeling of definitely protect your energy, protect your spaces. If you have a room that you can keep to yourself, make sure the only people who enter that room are people that make that room brighter than it was before they came in, right? Yeah. Is there anything else I want to say about that? This can also be our habits, right? So I feel like always, even if you didn't get this Devil card, there's a need to always be mindful and conscious of the habits that we have. You know, and habits are hard to break. So the advice that I have with this Devil card is maybe start with rituals, right? Because we start with rituals, and rituals are activities that we do that have an intention behind them, right? So maybe I have a ritual of doing yoga every morning. And it's a ritual because I know why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I want to be more mindful. I want to be more flexible, whatever the case may be, okay? And then after you do that ritual for a set amount of days, after a while, that ritual becomes a habit and you don't have to think about it anymore, right? You don't have to fit it into your schedule because it's already something that you know you need to do. So when it comes to this Devil energy, there's a need to fortify your rituals or establish new rituals that can keep that toxic energy out of your force field. Always, every day of the month. Thank you so much. And then we have the Justice card. I love this for you guys. You guys may be signing contracts. You guys may be you guys may be in dealings with the government. You guys may be closing on a home, closing on a business. I get the feeling of some kind of structure that is being set, and it's being set legally and officially. This is not, oh, well, sometimes I'm this. It's no, I am this, and I have the credentials to prove it. I'm graduating from something, right? Also, with this Justice card, I get the feeling of the work that you've done in secret is paying you in the light, right? There's this feeling of if you've practiced good karma before, if you've practiced being compassionate towards people, being empathetic, still having your boundaries though, you know, still saying no when you need to say no, but there's this feeling of you're being served now. You're starting to win. What might have felt like a loss, what might have felt like a burden is now showing you that, yeah, you probably did do the right thing, although it might not have been easy, although it might have been meticulous, especially if you're dealing with contracts. You know, if it took you a while to read through it, whatever the case may be, it's showing you that you find the truth in that situation and you favor because you did your work when nobody was looking. I love that. I love that. I love that. Justice for the Cancer people for the month of September. What kind of justice are you guys getting this month? I love it. All right, so the last two cards for the outcome, we had two cards that come out, so let's get into it. The first one we have is the Queen of Cups. This is your energy, Cancer people. This is the maternal and nurturing aspect of that emotional, watery energy. So when I say that, I basically mean she embodies Cancer energy. She understands her emotions, and she looks like the type of person who is emotionally mature. So based on these rituals that you guys are setting up for yourself, right? Or based on the comfort that you feel because of the work that you did prior, there's this feeling of, I understand that emotions are transient, right? I understand that they flow through and past me. I don't have to hold on to them. I'm releasing it all, and I'm accepting every aspect of my being. If I'm angry this day, I'm gonna be angry, right? But I'm not gonna say anything that I'm gonna regret later. So there's also this feeling of being conscious of your emotions and having control over your emotions so that you understand that they are not you. They are natural, they're natural, what's the word? They are natural flows of the human. These are things that we just go through. That doesn't mean that that is you just because you're mad one day, right? Or because you're happy one day. Definitely be grateful for the happiness that you have, but have grace when you are scared and have grace when you are fearful. And then the last card that we have with that Queen of Cups is the Five of Pentacles. So with the Five of Pentacles, I get the feeling of somebody might be having to go out on their own. Due to the work that they've done, right? And whatever truth that they've come into, there's this feeling of, okay, now I see I might have to move I have to move on my own. I have to figure this out on my own. Maybe if you're starting a new cycle that nobody around you has been through, there's this feeling of, that's okay, I got me. And I love that it's with this Queen of Cups card, right? Because it doesn't give me that dreadful feeling that I would probably typically have if it came out alone. It's giving me that feeling of, how do you deal with independence? How do you deal with loneliness? How do you deal with feeling like you don't fit in? And the answer is in your Queen of Cups. It's in that control you have to understand that just because I feel like this now, it's probably something that I need to do, something I need to take care of, but that does not mean that is me. That does not mean that is my fate that has been sealed. But I definitely feel like towards the end of the month, you guys may be starting a new endeavor that you have to go through yourself, right? Also take care of your health, take care of your emotional health. I really want to say, especially with emotions, there's a need to be conscious of them because this devil is still here, right? And because we had this Queen of Cups with this Five of Pentacles, there's this feeling of maybe I say something that I didn't actually mean because I felt it for a second. And it's being practical with these pentacles. It's talking about being practical with your emotions. I know those are two different subjects, but we're bringing those together. We are leading with the emotions that take us where we want to go. But the emotions that don't take us where we want to go, we are giving them grace. We're saying, I love you. I see you. Okay, you need to take a break. You need to lay down. Let's lay down. Okay, oh, you want to get back up. Let's get back up. But it's this feeling of, let's not identify with this. One more thing about this card. One more thing. This is the last card of the main spread. Then we'll pull in underlying energy. But one last thing about this card. I also noticed this key in the back. And this door with a key. So there's also this feeling of, don't psych yourself out, right? If you feel like you're in this alone, you probably aren't. You know, you're probably just locking yourself up in a place. Maybe it's a new environment that you're in, right? Maybe it's a new goal that you're trying to reach. And because it's new, you don't know how to navigate it. So you're saying, because I don't know how to navigate it, because I've never been there, I don't want to go. I can't go, you know, it's not for me, and that's not true. You know, it takes this Queen of Cups to understand that you belong anywhere that brings you closer to your higher self, even if you're not used to that place yet. Your Queen of Cups and your emotional regulation will allow you to become accustomed to whatever those energies are. Underlying energy, definitely. The Eight of Swords. So what I'm seeing for you guys, a beautiful month. I feel like you guys are learning, and I feel like you guys are learning something that you've already started or already practiced, but you might be revisiting it, or you might be bringing it to a new level. But of course, you know, every time we enter this new cycle, there's this fear there. You know, there's this, I ain't never did it like that before, so I'm not gonna start now. Yes, you are, right? Yes, you are, and you can figure it out. But with this Eight of Swords, I want you guys to be conscious of where you feel bound, right? If you want to do the thing, if you want to say the thing, and you're like, no, don't say it. Oh, no, I can't be vulnerable right now. Be conscious of those areas and remember that you are that Queen of Cups energy, okay? There's no need to wait for yourself to be free because you can always choose to free yourself mentally. And when you develop that mentality of, although I feel this way, that doesn't mean I can't do this, then you realize this Eight of Swords isn't as scary as it seems. Also, do you all see how she's blindfolded? She doesn't even know what's surrounding her, but she's like, no, I'm stuck, right? I can't do it, I'm stuck, but it's like, I can't see, so how would you know? And then in the reflection, she looks fine. She looks fine. So definitely, Cancer people, your emotions are very important to you. I understand that, but what we're doing this month is transmuting them. We are transmuting them, and we are building that practice of transmuting our emotions, because although this month may not be the lottery month, this is the building blocks of that month. This is the building blocks of that lottery month. This is the need to get a hold of something that probably you allowed to run loose for a little too long. All right, let's get some oracle cards, you guys. That was a bit long, but I think it was pretty good. All right, let's get some oracle cards, guys. We're working with the Rebel Oracle deck, and we're going to pull 3 of these. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you so much. All right, perfect. So the first card we have is you need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Period. If you gotta cry, do it. Release it. But just because you cry today and tomorrow or the day before does not mean you are that person that always cries. Tomorrow you can be that person who wipes their tears and gets up, right? We don't have to identify with that stuff all the time, but we give them grace and we give them love and time always. All right, the next one says make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Definitely tap into your rituals. This month, tap into your rituals. Start new rituals. Find a schedule that works for you and get comfortable with it. You might be doing this from home, guys. Or you might be doing this in a professional capacity, right? But there's this need to set up a ritual for doing something so that you are not so bound by the newness of it because you already have a set way of doing it. And the last one says, some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. I think that's the moral of this reading. Some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Okay, and then we're going to get one of these Divine Feminine Oracle cards, and they come with a booklet that I will read to you after I pull the card, so give me just 1 second. And after we get this card, your reading will be over. All right, what do we have for the beautiful Cancer people for the month of September 2020? Thank you so much. We have Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, let me find that page in this booklet so I can send you guys on your merriest way. All right, what's the name again? Our Lady of Guadalupe. Page 30. All right, and it says, what is outside of us is also within us. Even if we have never experienced a mother's love, the true force of that loving protection exists within us. We can give it to ourselves. When Saint Juan Diego was concerned that Archbishop would not believe him and was racing to meet Our Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared suddenly and said the most beloved phrase in the apparition story, a phrase that is inscribed in the entrance to her basilica. Am I not here? I who am your mother? The energy of a mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is here. You are mothered. But the message is also to ask for what you need. Saint Juan Diego asked Our Lady of Guadalupe for a sign that proved her identity and existence. She gave him her image emblazoned inside his cloak, one that has been venerated and considered holy ever since because he asked for her assistance. We are ennobled with free will. The divine needs our request for assistance in order to enter our lives. All we need to do is assume the simplicity, the heart, and the humility of a child and ask for a sign that she is here. We will be met with more love than we could ever imagine. And love is always the greatest and most powerful energy of protection. So definitely, you all, if you're feeling stuck, ask for assistance. And to understand that although you feel this way now, that does not mean that will be the way you always feel. So you can always continue through those things. All right, thank you guys. I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your month, and we will speak very soon. Bye-bye.